Tenshi eating a corn dog is a much discussed concept on JP. The significance of it is disputed, so I will focus on one core concept: the symbolism behind it. But first we must identify and explore the key components of it. Hananawi Tenshi is a human child that has ascended to become a celestial being. In Hinduism, she would be called a Siddha or a Deva. In Chinese, it would be referred to as a Tian Christian, or heavenly immortal. In Japanese, it would be using the same kanji characters as in Chinese, being called a tenin. She is also referred to as an angel, although the role of a heavenly messenger is better suited to her companion Nadiku. Regardless of which Oriental cosmology she claims the greatest influence from, Hananawi Tenshi in touhou, Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, is presented as a roving celestial being that decides to cause mayhem out of childish boredom. A corn dog, on the other hand, is simply a sausage coated in a thick layer of cornmeal batter on a stick. It is considered a quintessential part of the American diet, being a cheap combination between convenience and an arguably delicious meal of protein and carbohydrates. It is not a new concept by any means, but it is something that is also unmistakably modern and mundane. Thus, this is why Tenshi eating a corn dog is so intriguing. Why exactly is a celestial being consuming a corn dog despite having access to the jade wine waterfalls and immortal peach orchards of heaven? The earthly and celestial is contrasted in an outstanding way. Take a look at the blue sky in the background and the color of her hair. In the Swami Vivekananda, the concept of infinity is considered blue. Take the air and water, for within the space of our hands, it is colorless, but in a vast quantity it is blue. Tenshi is shown to represent infinity, as she too is of the sky. As to the corn dog, to her, the Route 66 sign is to the sky. What of the tiny stretch of road to the vastness of the heavens? But without that land, the heavens would not be. So as it is, you see the heavenly consume the earthly, not out of pleasure, as we can see from her expression, but of necessity to understand the realm she observes from up high. But we see it as something of joy, for we too know that the divine are as of us. This is perhaps a commentary of the immaturity of Tenshi Hananawi, who still has a physical body unlike truly enlightened beings. But it could also be a commentary of the unwillingness of humans to see gods, at least the important ones, as anything but in their image, and why the gods so often take human form. This is represented even in the game afterwards, Hisou Tensoku, unperceiving of natural law, unlike its predecessor, Gaku Tensoku, learning of natural law. Hisou Tensoku is considered blind to it, as it from a land without logic. In the utter contrast of Tenshi eating a corn dog, we see through the eyes of Hisou Tensoku. This is the true symbolism behind Tenshi eating a corn dog, that our perception is constrained by the laws that invisibly govern over us. Pierce the veil of illusion and see why the mustard intertwines with the ketchup.